I don't like what's going on with this camera right here. I don't even see no volume for here. I hope and pray that there's volume. I sure I got a microphone plugged up to it. You can bet that. And over here, hey, I'm like a effing press conference 50 years ago. I got microphones everywhere. It's right there. Okay. Now, back on what we was talking about. We had a school shooting the other day right here in my home state, which was about 5 hours away. And I don't know which one of the articles that I was reading specifically, but the Paducah is 31 minutes away, or 21.3 miles, according to Google. It's a lot closer than I am to it. I'll tell you that. I live on the eastern part of Kentucky. In case you can't tell, But anyways. This really hit home. I really thought a lot about this, even though I'm not thought about it much deeply. I have thought about it off and on, and my heart just goes out to all those families that were affected. I'd like to ask everybody to pray for everybody that was affected by this horrible tragedy. But hold on, and I'll tell you about the Heath High School shooting in West Paducah, Kentucky. It occurred on the 1st of December of 1997. 14-year-old Michael Cornell opened fire on a group of prayer students, killing 3 and injuring 5 more. Cornell wrapped a shotgun and a rifle in a blanket and took them to school, passing them off as an art project he was working on. He also carried a loaded Ruger MK .22 caliber pistol in his backpack. Cornell rode to school with his sister and arrived at approximately 7:45 a.m. When he arrived, he inserted earplugs and took the pistol out of his bag. He fired 2 rounds in fast succession at a young prayer group. These girls died while hospitalized, and 5 others were wounded. That's horrible, folks. I don't know what to say about that. That is horrible. But again, I want to remind everybody listening to the podcast or the live feed on Spreaker or iTunes or anything like that, go over to alexmorganshow.com. Live stream. I hope it's a lot better. I like doing it just as much, if not more, than I do the podcast. Really, it kind of gives me a chance to interact with the audience, let y'all know exactly who y'all listening to. You know, it ain't necessarily radio. It's modern day technology, and yeah, I like it pretty good. I don't know about you young folks, but I dig it. We do a little advertising right here, right quick. It'll take me just a second to be right with you. But Trump, he went to Davos the other day, and regardless of what the mainstream media says, regardless of what they publish in their crummy articles, he rocked the joint, folks. He rocked it. Believe that. He received a standing ovation. The media went nuts. They couldn't handle it. Yeah, we're gonna get into that also.
From Davos. And so, Trump world rolled into the World Economic Forum, and the presidential delegation steamrolled its way through the conference hall. From his arrival by helicopter to the dinner he had tonight with executives, European corporate executives, Davos has rarely seen anything the like before. And what's your message for everyone here, sir?
Peace
I mean, we always said he was going to do a victory lap, and this is as victorious as it gets, and enjoying every moment.
I think the feeling is mutual from the standpoint of liking each other a lot.
It was Theresa May. Now it is Benjamin Netanyahu. Come and listen in.
It's great to be with Prime Minister Netanyahu. We've developed a great relationship, both as countries, where I think it's never been stronger.
I've been doing Davoses for 15, 16 years. I've never seen a reaction quite like this.
America is the leader of the free world, and we need Donald Trump's leadership in many international issues.
We are very concerned that the United States will undermine the multilateral system of the WTO.
Growth in the U.S. economy, productivity in the U.S. economy, openness, trade, open mind, innovations. That's the solution for growth, and the U.S. needs to be the leader of the free world.
The receptivity that we've had and the United States has had being here has been incredible.
This is CNN, folks. I'm sorry I had to pause that. Check it out right there on the cam. CNN. Davos 2018. Trump gets rock star treatment at Davos.
Probably I can think of
Pretty sweet, huh?
place or time where you'll have executives of this stature. Today's been a very exciting day, a very great day, and great for our country. Thank you very much.
Damn right. We won't listen to the full interview from the president. I think I do got a highlight reel of it here somewhere though. No, that's the speech there. Let's go to the article from Daily Mail. See what their moderate behinds had to say about the event at Davos. As he said in that video right then, quote, "We want peace and prosperity," says Trump as he storms Davos with offers of better trade deals and pleas for big business in America. President Donald Trump arrived to Switzerland to participate in the Davos Economic Conference. Members of his cabinet arrived in advance and joined in panels and interviews. He told reporters, quote, "We want peace and prosperity, and we want great prosperity, and we want great peace." Well, whatever. I didn't hear him say that. Peace and prosperity. I thought he said. Anyways, he will push his, quote, "America First," unquote, agenda and seek more fair reciprocal trade between U.S. and its allies. America First is not America alone. And you've got to help me. If those two things don't happen, then I am dead in the water. I'm totally out of it. I'm not breathing. Just throw in the towel and I'm out, because there ain't no use kicking nobody's butt that hard. When they're down, folks. Don't kick them, okay? Don't. That's a little low. That's a little below the belt. Yeah. Don't kick them. Yeah. Let's do the globalists then, because they have kicked us just like a can right down the road. Ever since about what, 1967, 1965, something like, probably farther back than that. So that's just what we know about. That's just what we can prove. We don't know what the military industrial complex is capable of. We don't know what they set and conspire and plot to do to us poor masses, while they sit and rule in behind their dark veils, their cloaks, and just fit into society just like, they're just any normal people, living off our damn tax dollars, paying their retirement, giving them government benefits. Hey, it's on telling, folks. If anybody only knew just how much money that just went there alone, I bet it would make us sick if we sat and thought about it, okay? I guarantee it. I know it would. But anyways, I'm going to check my email. He hasn't emailed me back, folks. But I wanted to show y'all the specials right now. My internet is very, 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 very slow right now, for some reason or another. That's alexmorganshow.org/store. I want to tell y'all something before y'all think that I'm trying to make any money at this, okay? I think I'm making $5 on a lot of products. More expensive ones, I make a little more, of course, because you order a lot more. Therefore, my cut is a little more. I realize that you can get a lot of these same products on other sites for a few dollars cheaper, but that's where you see that my profit comes in. like all with the t-shirts, which is a little more. I make a little more on the t-shirts. The long sleeve Hillary Clinton campaign socialism t-shirt. It's long sleeve, by the way. I don't have it in short sleeve right now. That's the only version of that one I have. It's got the Alex Morgan Show on the front, and on the back it's got the Hillary Clinton campaign sign, logo, whatever, little H, and then the little H is like a bench with a little old lady sitting on it, and underneath it says socialism. That's printed on the back. You talk about a good conversation starter, folks. That right there. Hey, we need to make one like of her. Like take the little old lady from the Goonies, the crook, you know, the granny with the 45, whatever, and make her Hillary, and that would be the greatest meme of all time, folks. We should have had a meme contest, is what we should have done, but we're going to have more contests, folks. I promise. In fact, if things start going good here in the next week or so, I'm going to start having a contest every day, maybe even at least once a week, though. Yeah. But just like I told y'all from the get-go, folks, I want to help. I want to help my community. I want to help your community. I want to help all the communities that I can. Here's what we need to do, though. We need to come together when it comes to these people that's running for political office coming in 2018, and we need to decide, folks, just who we're going to vote for. Where we need to keep the Democrats out of as many seats as possible in the House, in the Senate, and in Congress. Chuck U. Schumer, he needs to go home. Mr. Mitch McConnell, he might be Republican and all this right there and this, that. Let me tell you something. I personally emailed him back the summer before last, I guess, when I can't remember. I got the email still right here. I read it on one of the shows about 20 episodes back or something. But anyways, he sat and told me how Trump was a Russian agent, and it was Congress and the the Senate Intelligence Committee's responsibility to indict and impeach Trump for pretty much international espionage charges and all this, man. And they'll sit and call themselves Republicans and want us to vote for them, folks. Listen, Trump is real. Trump is one of us. He might not be one of us as far as like his money and stuff goes, but he's one of us up here. Not only that, folks, Trump is a genius, okay? Don't you worry about our economy. Don't you worry about Russia. Don't you worry about nothing, because Donald Trump has got a plan. I will guarantee that Donald Trump has got a plan. Throughout this administration, I have seen Donald Trump do things that has made me squirm, folks. Just because that, not because of what the media is saying or anything like that. It's just, he's negotiating with Chuck Schumer for DACA. We're talking 1.8, 3.6 million illegal immigrants getting amnesty. In return for the wall, you know, which, you know, I can't complain. Here's what I got. Here's where I got to complain, folks. These people are illegal immigrants. If you're gonna go ahead and give them citizenship and all this, to give them the right to vote is giving the Democrats you're pretty much giving them elections that they couldn't win without that. Those are votes that the Democrats are depending on. That's why they are so supportive of DACA. That's why, folks. Barack Obama, when he was president, he done a lot of things to help the progressive left. Okay, he done a lot of things. He done a lot of things to help foreign countries too. Iran, he done a lot for Iran. He gave them nuclear weapons. He gave them hundreds of billions of dollars. Okay, he done a lot. Let me tell you something. And people sit and tell us how Donald Trump is just benefiting from Barack Obama's economy. What's left of Barack Obama's economy? What economy? Hey, I wish you could see this little place right here where I live, folks. You would die. You would freak out, okay? Because I live in the wilderness. Right over here is National Forest. It's government reserve. Just miles and miles and miles of wilderness. Not a house, not a damn pole light in sight for miles. Okay, right over there is where I cut my teeth at when I was a little boy growing up. Okay, I used to wander through those hills every night. On school nights a lot. Trust me, I know my way around the backwoods. They made a trail out of a lot of this land over here, and they've got a trailhead right down here at the bottom of the hill in the RV park. And you can do a lot of riding around here. For y'all that live in other states, y'all need to get in on the Kentucky elk hunt drawing. That's really exciting. If any of y'all ever get drawed, you can contact me. I know where we can go kill. You can pick out whichever elk that you want to kill. Okay, you can walk up and pet on them and see which one is nicest before you shoot them if you want to. They're pretty much pets. Okay, I know where they're at. Okay, we ain't talking no deer. We're talking elk. Bighorn elk, big huge elk, cows everywhere. Can't walk for their footprints. Right back here on top of this mountain, folks. We've got a lot of wildlife around here. We've got coyotes, we've got bears, we've got bobcats, we've got lynx, we've got panthers, we've got a lot of wildlife around here. I don't think we got no mountain lions, but I wouldn't put it past us, because I personally saw a panther one time, and let me tell you something. I was out hunting that night, and I'll come a her I had to go home and change my drawers. That it freaked me out so bad. Okay. And I mean, I've seen stuff that freaked me out before, but nothing like that, because it was so definitive and so real and undisputable. I mean, I looked right at it. I knowed what it was, and I just went into shock. Okay, I'm not even kidding. And this is right beside the main state highway. No joke. But yeah, go over to AlexMorganShow.org /store, and make a purchase and help fund this operation. Right here we have Life Straws, personal water filter for hiking, camping, travel, and emergency preparedness. Award-winning Life Straw water filter is a must-carry tool for hiking, camping, travel, and emergencies. No disaster kit is complete without it. Filters up to 1,000 liters of contaminated water without iodine, chlorine, or other chemicals. Does not require batteries and has no moving parts. Removes minimum of 99.999% of waterborne bacteria, 99.9% of waterborne photozoan parasites, and filters to 0.2 microns, surpasses EPA filter standards. This is a must-have, folks, for anyone who likes the outdoors. We also have the bit pricier version of it, the UPD personal water filter straw. Kendra. It's $28.99. It does pretty much the same thing that the other one does. I don't exactly know what the difference is. Probably just the price and the name. No, hold it. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong one. While other water straws may take a while to start the suction or keep the water flowing and may even let some stuff through, the new improved UPD personal water filter is designed using an innovative 8-stage charcoal system which gives filtration accuracy of 0.1 microns hit, provides an easier, faster initial suction, a good after flow without blockage, and efficient filtration to give a reliable source of pure drinking water. We got the pure water filters. We've got the Brita water filters, the faucet models. We've got the Brita 10-cup pitchers. We've got the Brita large 18-cup Ultramax water dispenser and filters. The big one, the 18-cup, it's on sale for $34.95. The 10-cup one, it's on sale for $29.99. All those items are free shipping. We've got the Young Tab Action Camera. It's $29.99, free shipping, of course. Emergency Preparedness Entry Meal Samples. 16 large servings, 4 pounds. Pepper freeze dried food storage for hiking, backpacking, camping, and doomsday survival supply. You get 16 servings, folks, for $45.95. Let me see what that is a meal. That's a whopping $2.87 a meal, folks. You can't beat that. You can't eat that cheap off the dollar menu at McDonald's or Wendy's, okay, folks? Really, all this stuff is priced to sell. We also have the Wise Company freeze-dried fruit and gourmet snack combinations. It's a bucket. which contains 120 servings. It's on sale for $19.99. Both these items are making their debut on alexmorganshow.org/show. That's why we're discounting them out of the gate. We also have the NutriChef Food Dehydrator. It's on sale for $149.99. Free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. Okay, folks, I'm tired of making my plugs. Let's get back into the newsy. Security beef, Davos ahead of Trump's arrival. Let's check out this speech right here the president gave. We'll watch a little bit of it anyway. If this is the long version, I don't want to listen to the whole thing. It's like 20 some minutes long, I think they said.
Thank you, Klaus, very much. It's a privilege to be here at this forum where leaders in business, science, art, diplomacy, and world affairs have gathered for many, many years to discuss how we can advance prosperity, security, and peace. I'm here today to represent the interests of the American people and to affirm America's friendship and partnership in building a better world. Like all nations represented at this great forum, America hopes for a future in which everyone can prosper and every child can grow up free from violence, poverty, and fear. Over the past year, we have made extraordinary strides in the U.S. We're lifting up forgotten communities, creating exciting new opportunities, and helping every American find their path to the American dream. The dream of a great job, a safe home, and a better life for their children. After years of stagnation, the United States is once again experiencing strong economic growth. The stock market is smashing one record after another and has added more than $7 trillion in new wealth since my election. Consumer confidence, business confidence, and manufacturing confidence are the highest they have been in many decades. Since my election, we've created 2.4 million jobs, and that number is going up very, very substantially. Small business optimism is at an all-time high. new unemployment claims are near the lowest we've seen in almost half a century. African American unemployment has reached the lowest rate ever recorded in the United States, and so has unemployment among Hispanic Americans. The world is witnessing the resurgence of a strong and prosperous America. I'm here to deliver a simple message. There has never been a better time to hire, to build, to invest, and to grow in the United States. America is open for business, and we are competitive once again. The American economy is by far the largest in the world, and we've just enacted the most significant tax cuts and reform in American history. We've massively cut taxes for the middle class, small businesses, to let working families keep more of their hard-earned money. We lowered our corporate tax rate from 35% all the way down to 21%. As a result, millions of workers have received tax cut bonuses from their employers in amounts as large as $3,000. The tax cut bill is expected to raise the average American's household income by more than $4,000. The world's largest company, Apple, announced it plans to bring $245 billion in overseas profits home to America. Their total investment into the United States economy will be more than $350 billion over the next 5 years. Now is the perfect time to bring your business, your jobs, and your investments to the United States. This is especially true because we have undertaken the most extensive regulatory reduction ever conceived. Regulation is stealth taxation. The U.S., like many other countries, unelected bureaucrats, I mean, we have, believe me, we have them all over the place, and they impose crushing anti-business and anti-worker regulations on our citizens with no vote, no legislative debate, and no real accountability. In America, those days are over. I pledged to eliminate 2 unnecessary regulations for every 1 new regulation. We have succeeded beyond our highest expectations. Instead of 2 for 1, we have cut 22 burdensome regulations for every 1 new rule. We are freeing our businesses and workers so they can thrive and flourish as never before. We are creating an environment that attracts capital, invites investment, and rewards production. America is the place to do business. So come to America, where you can innovate, create, and build. I believe in America. As President of the United States, I will always put America first, just like the leaders of other countries should put their country first also. But America first does not mean America alone. When the United States grows, so does the world. American prosperity has created countless jobs all around the globe, and the drive for excellence, creativity, and innovation in the U.S. has led to important discoveries that help people everywhere live more prosperous and far healthier lives. As the United States pursues domestic reforms to unleash jobs and growth, we are also working to reform the international trading system so that it promotes broadly shared prosperity and rewards to those who play by the rules. We cannot have free and open trade if some countries exploit the system at the expense of others. We support free trade, but it needs to be fair and it needs to be reciprocal, because in the end, unfair trade undermines us all. the United States will no longer turn a blind eye to unfair economic practices, including massive intellectual property theft, industrial subsidies, and pervasive state-led economic planning. These and other predatory behaviors are distorting the global markets and harming businesses and workers not just in the U.S. but around the globe. Just like we expect the leaders of other countries to protect their interests, as President of the United States, I will always protect the interests of our country, our companies, and our workers. We will enforce our trade laws and restore integrity to our trading system. Only by insisting on fair and reciprocal trade can we create a system that works not just for the U.S., but for all nations. As I have said, the United States is prepared to negotiate mutually beneficial bilateral trade agreements with all countries. This will include the countries in TPP, which are very important. We have agreements with several of them already. We would consider negotiating with the rest, either individually or perhaps as a group, if it is in the interests of all. My administration is also taking swift action in other ways to restore American confidence and independence. We are lifting self-imposed restrictions on energy production to provide affordable power to our citizens and businesses and to promote energy security for our friends all around the world. No country should be held hostage to a single provider of energy. America is roaring back, and now is the time to invest in the future of America. We have dramatically cut taxes to make America competitive. We are eliminating burdensome regulations at a record pace. We are reforming the bureaucracy to make it lean, responsive, and accountable, and we are ensuring our laws are enforced fairly. We have the best colleges and universities in the world, and we have the best workers in the world. Energy is abundant and affordable. There has never been a better time to do business in America. We are also making historic investments in the American military because we cannot have prosperity without security. To make the world safer from rogue regimes, terrorism, and revisionist powers, we are asking our friends and allies to invest in their own defenses and to meet their financial obligations. Our common security requires everyone to contribute their fair share. I'm here to deliver a simple message. There has never been a better time to control of their territory and populations, to cut off their funding, and to discredit their wicked ideology. I am pleased to report that the coalition to defeat ISIS has retaken almost 100% of the territory once held by these killers in Iraq and Syria. We are committed